To go ahead and set up this problem. I'm not going to work out every single little detail. I want to show you guys how to set this up properly. So we've got the weight, we've got the tension, and I want to be clear here, we're going to split this tension into two parts, one that I'll call Tx and one that I'll call Ty. And we're going to set up equations in the y and in the x. So the first thing I get is that Ty is going to end up being mg. And I know that Tx is going to end up being the thing that makes it move in a circle. Now there is a little relation we can actually do for some substitution. If I call this angle theta, then what I can say is that T sine theta equals mg, and that T cosine theta equals mv squared over r. So I'm going to do a little bit of algebra. I'm going to solve for t in this side and substitute into here. What I end up getting is that mg tangent of theta equals mv squared over r, and the m's cancel. And so what I'm left with is that sorry, I need to be careful. This is the cotangent of theta when I do the math. So again, gr times the cotangent of theta equals v when I take the square root, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and solve for a couple things. First, let me get the angle theta. So I know the circumference, they're telling me this in the problem, is 0.94. So what that means for me is that the radius is going to be circumference divided by 2 pi, which ends up being 0.15 meters when I plug that in my calculator. So that tells me one thing right there. I can now go ahead and get the angle theta using the fact that theta is going to be the inverse cosine of the radius, which is 0.15, divided by the length here, which they give me as 0.9. When I go ahead and I get that number, I end up getting 80.4 degrees. So now I can go ahead and get the tension. So I can get that the tension is going to end up being my mass, 0.04, times gravity, which is 10, or the acceleration due to gravity, divided by the sine of 80.4. So you should go ahead and put that in your calculator and see what you get. And then the other thing is you can put in your numbers here to get V, and then to get the period, just remember that the circumference divided by the time is the speed of the bob going around in the circle. And this time is what you're solving for. So you can go ahead and actually finish the problem on your own right there.